pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. The really great men must, I think, have great sadness on earth. To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. The darker the night, the brighter the stars, and the deeper the grief, the closer is God. I say let the world go to hell, but I should always have my tea. Man only likes to count his troubles. He doesn't calculate his happiness. The soul is healed by being with children. I love mankind, he said, but I find to my amazement that the more I love mankind as a whole, the less I love man in particular. We sometimes encounter people, even perfect strangers, who begin to interest us at first sight. Somehow, suddenly, all at once, before a word has been spoken. People speak sometimes about the bestial cruelty of man, but that is terribly unjust and offensive to beasts. No animal could ever be so cruel as a man, so artfully, so artistically cruel. Talking nonsense is the sole privilege mankind possesses over the other organisms. It's by talking nonsense that one gets to the truth. I talk nonsense, therefore I'm human. It takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. The mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. But how could you live and have no story to tell? Taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. Much unhappiness has come into the world because of bewilderment and things left unsaid. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love. I love mankind, he said, but I find to my amazement that the more I love mankind as a whole, the less I love a man in particular. Nothing in this world is harder than speaking the truth, nothing easier than flattery. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. Man is a mystery. It needs to be unraveled, and if you spend your whole time unraveling it, don't say that you've wasted time. I am studying that mystery because I want to be a human being. Right or wrong, it's very pleasant to break something from time to time. I can see the sun, but even I cannot see the sun. I know that it exists, and to know that the sun is there, that is living. The awful thing is that beauty is mysterious as well as terrible. God and the devil are fighting there, and the battlefield is the heart of man. Man is sometimes extraordinarily, passionately in love with suffering. If you wish to glimpse inside a human soul and get to know a man, don't bother analyzing his ways of being silent, of talking, of weeping, of seeing how much he is moved by noble ideas. You'll get better results if you just watch him laugh. If he laughs well, he's a good man. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them, the character, the heart, generous qualities, progressive ideas. Beauty will save the world. You can be sincere and still be stupid. We degrade Providence too much by attributing our ideas to it out of annoyance at being unable to understand it. She said nothing, she only looked at me without a word, but it hurts more. It hurts more when they don't blame. The only gain of civilization for mankind is the greater capacity for a variety of sensations and absolutely nothing more. If you do not reach happiness, always remember that you are on the right road and try not to deviate from it. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise. To love is to suffer, and there can be no love otherwise. If you want to be respected by others, the great thing is to respect yourself. Only by that, only by self-respect will you compel others to respect you. Besides, nowadays, almost all capable people are terribly afraid of being ridiculous and are miserable because of it. This is my last message to you. In sorrow, seek happiness. Nothing is easier than to denounce the evildoer. Nothing is more difficult than to understand him. The more stupid one is, the closer one is to reality. The more stupid one is, the clearer one is. Stupidity is brief and artless, while intelligence squirms and hides itself. Intelligence is unprincipled, but stupidity is honest and straightforward. Love in action is a harsh and dreadful thing compared to love in dreams. When reason fails, the devil helps. The cleverest of all, in my opinion, is the man who calls himself a fool at least once a month. If you want to overcome the whole world, overcome yourself. I did not bow down to you, I bowed down to all the suffering of humanity. Killing myself was a matter of such indifference to me that I felt like waiting for a moment when it would make some difference. You will burn and you will burn out. You will be healed and come back again. The awful thing is that beauty is mysterious as well as terrible. God and the devil are fighting there, and the battlefield is the heart of man. You can be sincere and still be stupid. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them, the character, the heart, generous qualities, and progressive ideas.